guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my monthly wrap-up for the month of May. So this is all that I read and watched in the month of May 2021. It is a cold night right now. Yes, I'm filming this at night. Usually I film my videos during the day so I can have like natural lighting, but alas, I don't got time, so sorry if you can see the light in my glasses and if that bothers you. I need these glasses to see, so sorry, can't help it. So let's start off with the TV shows that I watched and finished this month. The one thing, I'm watching so many TV shows, but honestly, like, for 2021, this year has been, like, slow for me consuming TV shows. You know, I'm still, like, on season 5 of Shameless. I'm still on season 3 of Supernatural. I started watching Ghost Adventures for entertainment because I needed more of Zach Bagans yelling at angry spirits in my life, you know, and being ridiculous and getting scared when ghosts are like, you know, respond to him. Anyways, so yeah, and then I'm also currently almost finished with anime. I don't normally watch a lot of anime, but this was a recommendation, and it's Demon Slayer, so yeah, probably next month I'll have more of an update on that. But the one TV show that I finished this month is Onision in real life. This is a docu-series on Discovery Plus, and it's basically a docu-series about how Onision groomed little kids and abused them. It is very emotional, really kind of unsettling, hard to get through, but my sister and I just finished it last night, and yeah, throughout the whole day I've been feeling drained and unsettled, and that's why the vibes are just not it today. But anyways, yeah, for those who do not know, Onision is a popular YouTuber on YouTube, a commentary YouTuber, and he basically is popular to teen girls who just find his content enjoyable like I used to. And yeah, he basically is very toxic, and he has major god complex, and he just basically like abused his fans, who there was, well, I'll let you watch the documentary if you want, docu-series, but was 14, and basically he was, I believe, when they first met and she was like 15, he was 30, and they had a romantic relationship, and yeah, it's a lot to process, and very unsettling, like I said, and just overall disgusting, and I can't believe I was subscribed to him. Now, looking back on it, what an idiot I was. But yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. It's just all about his toxicity, and I highly recommend it. I am gonna give it 4 out of 5 stars, actually. Actually, no, I'm gonna give it 5 out of 5 stars. I really, really liked it. Yeah, hard topic aside. Okay, so this next book, okay, so that was basically the only TV show I finished this month, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Highly recommend it. Discovery Plus is also a good thing to have. It's like $5 a month. You get all of Ghost Adventures, which is why I subscribed. And like 90 Day Fiance, which I don't watch, but my sister does. Brother versus Brother. All the interesting shows. The very weird, dramatic shows. Anyways, okay, yeah, I highly recommend it though. But anyways, let's talk about the books that I read this month. So, in this section, it's gonna be what books that I read from my library, and I have this Hoopla app on my phone, so I can borrow books from my library and just read it on my phone, which is really easy and really fun and a good idea, kind of, because I always read at work, which I probably should not do, but who cares at this point, honestly. But anyways, yeah, so I read one book from my Hoopla app, and it is Lumberjanes, which is a comic book, and volume 1. I didn't like it as much. I gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. It was not what I was expecting. I was expecting, because it has a lot of hype on booktube, I was expecting it to be like super badass and like all about feminism and like having LGBTQ plus representation, and like, I don't know, it's just not what I was expecting. So yeah, 2 out of 5 stars. That's all I can say about that. Honestly, I kind of forgot a little bit of it, and I even forgot I read it this month, so that just tells you what I think about that. Now for the physical books I read this month. So, the first book that I read, the first book I'll talk about is Cowboy Firefighter Heat by Kim Redford. I made a whole video about this. Spoilers, I believe it was. So if you want to watch that, if you got like 30 or 40 minutes to spare, and want to be entertained, then it's a rant review. So, yeah, if you want to watch it, in the cards. So I gave this 1 out of 5 stars. What this book is about is it's like about this cowboy firefighter singer guy, and this singer girl who start a relationship again, and what even happened, honestly? It's been like 2 weeks and I don't even remember. Let's see. Yeah, basically their romance, and oh yeah, she had a stalker too. That was fun. Yeah, that's pretty much what it's about. So, yeah, anyways, I didn't like this book, so there's nothing that I liked about this book. What I hated, I definitely hated this. I hated the characters, I hated the story, I hated the writing. Everything about this book was just really bad, but I forced myself to read it because it was kind of like fun to make fun of. So yeah, hate reading a book. How fun. Yeah. Okay, so the next book that I read is also going to be a video, so I'm going to be comparing it to movie soon, but the next book that I read was Duff, the Designated Ugly Fat Friend by Cody Keplinger. I remember watching this movie and really enjoying it. Oops, I ripped the book. Okay, whoops. But yeah, I remember really enjoying this book, or not this book. I remember really enjoying this movie when it came out, and, you know, it's like a quintessential teen rom-com movie and book, and, yeah, I thought that the book was gonna be a lot like the movie, but it is not. It kind of gives me like the movie and book comparison kind of gives me like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's what it's called. It gives me those vibes. Like the book, like literally nothing really happened. So it gave like lenience to, you know, make the movie adaptation. Same with this book. So what is this about? I rated it 2 out of 5 stars. What this book is about this girl named Bianca. Yeah. And she gets called by Wesley, the Duff, and she is super pissed about it. And yeah, some things go on in her life like, she hates Wesley because he's like a man-ho, and he just sleeps with everybody, and she's like, you're disgusting. And some things go down in her personal life, like her parents are getting a divorce, her dad is an alcoholic, she's been called the Duff, and yeah, anyways, so she's all hurt by that, so she goes to Wesley and they start a romantic fling. Kind of. No, it's more about just all about sex. Like, they don't even, like, have a relationship at all. Like, she still hates him. But she's just going over there for the dick. But, yeah. And then Wesley and her end up falling in love. So that's pretty much what this book is about. I don't know. Yeah, it was okay to read. It was just like, I'm not really the type of person to like books with just meaningless sex, like basically porn. I mean, nothing wrong with watching porn, like, you know, everybody does it. But, or like, yeah. But, like, I don't know, when I want to read a book, I don't really want to read, like, erotica, you know? And it's not that this book was, like, erotic or anything. Like, when they were having sex, like, it was, like, they were together and then, like, back out, you know? Like, the fade to black, type. But, like, I don't know, it just didn't really have, like, hold that much substance to me. I'm more of a plot person than a character person, and yeah, when I read books. So yeah, I liked that it was fast-paced, this book was. It's only 277 pages, so it was really speedy. And it's a YA romance book, so YA for me, like, usually is just a speed read. YA is young adult, by the way, or teen. What I hated about this was the romance, the characters. The story was very boring, as you can tell, no substance. And I actually really wish that it was like the movie. But yeah, if you want to see the movie book comparison, I'm going to be making a video about it, so stay tuned. Alright, next book that I read. Actually, this was the... Oh, wait. Alright, the next book that I read this month is Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. I'm not going to talk much about it. If you want to see my full thoughts and opinions, I have my Twilight reading vlog up on my channel, so it's just a 50-minute video, actually, of me reading all the Twilight series. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Actually, this book is just, it was so bad. My least favorite book in the series, actually. I'm not going to talk about what it's about. You know, Bella, Edward's a vampire. Bella loves Edward. And Jacob's involved. He's a werewolf. You know. I liked the story overall. Like I said, this book was just not my favorite. It was very slow, and Bella was literally a bore. Like, so boring. Jacob was also irritating. Honestly, all the characters were irritating, and yeah, I'm so glad I finished the series. Okay, so the next book that I read is actually a novella by an author that I know personally, who is a family friend. So the book that I read is Inside Job by Connie Willis. And I didn't like this book very much. Hopefully she's not going to get so mad at me. I've read a couple of her books before. I Met a Time Traveler in an Antique Land, which is a mouthful to say, by the way. And it's a novella like this. And didn't like it as much, but like I liked it more than Inside Job. I also read her short story collection, Miracle and Other Christmas Stories. That was a lot of fun. I have a vlog of that too. It's very Christmassy, so be warned, obviously. And then I also read a full-length novel of hers, Crosstalk, which I absolutely love, and I've been meaning to reread, so I'll do that soon. But anyways, yeah, this I gave a 2 out of 5 stars. Yeah, and I don't know. What is this book about, or this novella? It is about this skeptic who works in like a magazine meant for debunking psychics and mediums and like, you know, people who communicate with the dead, like on reality TV or something. And there's this one person who communicates with the dead on reality TV. And yeah, they try to debunk her, but it turns out that she was telling the truth, the real deal, the whole time. Or maybe she wasn't. Who knows? Anyways, I liked the writing. I didn't like the ending story. The story was kind of boring, actually. Kind of like cliche. Didn't like that very much. But yeah. If you want to read a Connie Willis book, I highly recommend Crosstalk. But then again, I've only read like a handful of her books. My family very much highly recommends Doomsday Book, which I do own. So if you want to not take my advice, but take my family's advice, maybe read Doomsday Book. Alright, last book that I read this month is also going to be made into a video, but it is The Nightingale by Crichton Hannah. I want to say Kirsten, but I know it's not, that's not it. It's Crichton Hannah. Yeah, I really liked this book. I think this was the only book this month that I read that I rated above a 4-star, actually. Technically, I'm rating this a 4.5, but technically it is a 4 because I'm, like, I don't know, like, I really liked it, but I don't want to rate it a 5, but I don't want to rate it a 4, but officially it's a 4.5, but I'm going to put it as a 4 because of Goodreads and stuff, but yeah, this book is about 2 sisters who are in Nazi-occupied France in World War II. And they both rebel in different ways. So one sister, this is obviously a historical fiction book, but one sister, she basically joins the revolt or revolution, and she basically like rebels against the Nazi government and the Nazis. Then the other sister, she basically has a daughter, and her husband goes off to war, and he becomes a prisoner of war from the Germans. And basically, she and her daughter have to stay home, and when the Nazis occupy France, she has to let one of them reside in her home or stay in her home. And yeah, it's real hard for her and her daughter, obviously, but yeah, it's really good. This book is it is also known to be a tearjerker. So like, this book is honestly like, when people say, oh, it's like, when people think of sad books here on BookTube, they always say The Nightingale. Thing is, I only cried a little bit, and that was on the last 30 pages. So, I cried. But it's like more like when you read it, you go, like, release the breath, you know? But yeah, it's really good. I liked the story, the characters, the writing, and I just really overall liked the story and the world, and the characters too. I hated the flash forward parts in 1995. It just seemed like it was out of place. Like you're invested in the story back in the 40s when like the whole thing's going down in World War II, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then all of a sudden, next chapter, it's like, flash forward to 1995. And you're like, okay, I do not care. At least that's how I felt. But I can see why Crichton Hannah did the flash forward parts, but I wish it was just like one chapter in the end, or like shortened somehow. But yeah, other than that, like, it was good. Highly recommend. Really like. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna be it for all that I read and watched in May. So, this reading month, like, the amount of books is good. Not my best. My best was, I think, actually my record in 1 month was 13 books in 1 month. But that was like at the start of quarantine last year. My record this year, I think, is 8 or 9 books. I can't remember. But yeah, this has been a normal reading month for me, but I'm counting it as like kind of a bad reading month a little bit. Not because of like the amount of content that I read, but because of my enjoyment of the books. Like, I only read one book that was like a 4-star, and that was The Nightingale. So, I don't know. We'll hope that June is gonna be a little different. I am participating in a readathon. but I'm also really busy in the month of June. It's my birthday month. Birthday's June 4th. Uh, we're moving, so we're like currently packing the house. As you can tell, my bookshelves are empty, kind of. Let's see. And overall, it's just gonna be really busy, so I don't know if I will read much, but I'm gonna try my darndest. But anyways, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. If you, oh no. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like, you can subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. Be sure to follow my Instagram and Goodreads. I post all my updates on Instagram as well as fun pictures, and I post everything that I'm reading currently on Goodreads. So that's interesting to you. Please follow. Link in the description.